We have our first kicker off the board. Jake Moody from Michigan with the 99th pick to San Francisco.
It's Shanahan beating out McVay. Because they need some specialists.
When you're in a draft where you feel like there's one kicker, where you have him graded, you have to take him a round earlier, if not 2 rounds earlier. The Browns did that with
the 4th.
Yeah, the Browns did that with Cade York. It's obviously the 49ers. They had 3 picks here in the late third, and they didn't feel like that the kicker would last. And so Moody was a guy, a lot of Big Ten football. Didn't matter the situation, the scoreboard, the weather. He's just consistent. Even when coaches try to ice him and big pressure kicks, he made those kicks. So not surprised he's the first kicker off the board. I think I had him coming off in maybe the 5th round. So a little early, but again, you don't want to be. If Jake Moody would have went in the 4th before the Niners could have got him, they would have been pretty upset.
The Niners also don't have a 4th round pick. They traded to Carolina in the Christian McCaffrey trade, so they were waiting until deep in the 5th round before they would pick again.
A big need for them. They needed to come away. They did a lot of work on these kickers. Chad Ryland out of Maryland, Moody, Michigan.
We're in that part of the draft doing a lot of work on these kickers.
Hey, Shrine Bowl MVP? Because he's the only one that scored points. But he's automatic that whole week. It's when you're, and this is how I'll say it, is you take a kicker, this is your guy. He's cold-blooded and has range and everything. So if you did take a guy, this is the guy.
I was going to say, because it's more than just judging leg power and accuracy. You really have to understand the mentality of these guys. We're talking kickers, okay?
Yeah, you do your thing, buddy.
But he, like I said, in Big Ten play, it doesn't matter against Ohio State. The TCU game, even though they lost that game, he was making some big kicks that they would get within 50 yards, and Harbaugh's like, all right, good, we're good, send him out there. He would not bat an eye.
I love Big Ten football, but it's But think about what Evan McPherson's done for the Bengals. How many tight games they played in the last 2 years, and a quarterback's only as good as their kicker. And whoever the quarterback is for the 49ers, at least they got a pretty good one in the 3rd round here. But McPherson's so cold-blooded that all these tight games, he was just crushing kicks. He's sitting out at halftime watching the act at the Super Bowl. So
my only concern about this is, are we encouraging Kyle Shanahan to make some poor decisions by giving him a really good kicker?
On 4th down.
That's my only worry.
Oh, there's going to be a 4th and 2 opportunity. He's sending that field goal team in every single time. He's going to love it.
That's what I'm most worried about here. You got any more kicker thoughts?
I think that's all I got. I wasn't expecting to talk kickers tonight.
Who's kicker?
Chad Ryland, Maryland.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yep. Maryland guy. Okay.
I think those are probably the only 2 kickers that get drafted.
That's how well I know the kickers. I just know the Maryland guy, the Michigan guy. I just know the schools. I was like, that school has a kicker.
We'll have a few punters drafted, maybe even a long snapper.
There's
Alex Ward from UCF.
Yes.
We'll see if maybe 7th round we see a long snapper.
I love a good draft.
We should have done a live show tomorrow, just so we would have been on when the long snapper got drafted.
We'll do an emergency pod. Don't you worry. Oh, yeah.
The special is special.
The Niners are in such a fascinating position because they don't draft until the end of the 3rd round, and all the picks are at the end of the 3rd round.
Right.
So they trade up for a safety, and then now they have to pick the kicker a round early because they're not drafted until the end of the 5th round.
Yeah.
Just what it does to your strategy. I mean, just in the way that you have to conceive of, well, this is our board, but how much does that really matter? And it makes it such a specific sort of experience for this front office.
And they have a pick here coming up in 2 picks, so we'll see how they continue to build upon that.
They had to make sure they got the kicker first before that 2nd, 3rd rounder came up, or that last 3rd rounder came up in this round.